Hey guys, Moms Against Medical Bullying. So, my state, Kentucky, seems to be trying to go for the jugular right now. And I think we need to shoot back for the jugular. And so, yesterday I talked about how the, governor put masks in the order and all that. And then today I got this email from the Department of Public Health that they're changing the emergency administrative regulation and they want to include masks in the damn regulation. So, let's see the attachment. Hold on a second. Where's that attachment at? Here it is. Okay. So, they can't do, it says this emergency regulation will not be replaced by an ordinary administrative regulation. So, when I was reading the law, I think they have to do something specific in order to, they have to provide evidence as to why they want to change that. But anyways, before they can put this into the law, obviously I'm going to request, and I hope other people request, a public hearing, especially if something does not take place before September, some type of other lawsuit, because I know there's a few good lawyers out there working on stuff. So, but anyway, right here, they're going to try to include it in the actual law, 902 KR 2190E, covering the face in response, blah, blah, blah. Okay, wow. So they want to put it in the law. So obviously we're going to refute that. And the only one thing that they're trying to stand on to, to support this is this study by the Lancet here. This is the study they're referring to right here, face mask. And what I find interesting is that the law refers to it as face coverings. Guys, this study is freaking ridiculous because look here, it's a meta-analysis, right? So they take a whole lot of other freaking studies, 172 observational studies, okay? So what common person is going to have the time and the ability to read through this damn thing and make sure that what they're doing is legit? You know what I mean? This is not based on a randomized study. One group wears masks, the other group does not wear masks, and so on and so forth. This is just, like they say, observational studies. Let's see here. And they use the word face masks here, not face coverings, okay? So that's another thing. Robust randomized trials are needed to better inform the evidence for these interventions, okay? So obviously they have no randomized studies about this. It's just like an assumption about what they see, and the WHO has funded this, obviously. This is just crazy, especially since there's no proof that they've even isolated a virus and put it through Koch's postulates. So everything else is just based on assumption of these droplets, right? Like I said in a previous video, they're saying we're all military weapons. So this is the only study here that they're using to support that. Okay, so my dream is, just like they did the separation of church and state, do the separation of this, medical system and state. It's the same thing, because the medical system is also based on philosophies and theories, and and them trying to prove their shit, right, through these studies. And we're all just supposed to believe it because the state does. So to me, that is a direct, violation of the First Amendment, that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. So every time they tell us to do something for our safety, by faith in health authorities, in quotes, right? just like religious authorities, that promote one certain ideology or theory about quote unquote health. They ask us to participate in their faith and belief system. Telling us a virus is coming to destroy us is akin to people saying that Jesus is coming, so you better believe and do what we say or you're going to get destroyed. How are health authorities different from church authorities trying to promote their theories and make them laws? Now the allopathic authorities are pushing the government to make laws around their belief more than ever, with hundreds of vaccines, masks, social distancing. We don't consent to engaging in these religious activities, right? What religion? Well, scientism, right? Believing in science, believing in somebody's theory about what they're observing. That's simply what science means. And a lot of people think the word science means fact. Like if you look in a dictionary, you look at the word science, it's going to say fact next to it. No, it's not. So, I don't agree with these theories. I don't agree that I need to wear a mask over my face. And my opinion is people are smart enough to choose which form of healthcare best fits their own bodies and beliefs. Our bodies belong to us and not the state, right? Just like you have to use the abortion, court cases. My body, my choice, right? Under the Kentucky Constitution, I have the right to pursue my own safety and happiness, and masks are not safe for me. I have been given the breath of life by God, and by design, I need to breathe pure oxygen at all times. Wearing a mask is against my conscience and religious freedom. Demanding free men to wear a face covering is suggestion that you have absolute power over my life, breath. And Section 2 of the Kentucky Constitution clearly states that absolute and arbitrary power over the lives, liberty, and property of free men exists nowhere in a republic, not even in the largest majority. So guys, I'm going to get on to writing a letter to requesting that hearing. And, so at least if something doesn't happen before that time, we could still have that hearing.